Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's see what we got here. It's going to stream some random Dreamcast stuff. We're sort of ready to shop. Now, I think that this game right here was supposed to be one of the like top selling games in and when it came out. I guess I was always kind of disappointed by it. Everything's showing. And I gotta pull up my chat. Sweet. Anyway, is there a way to? I was thinking there might be a way to sort these by like release date. Let's go ahead and start with I guess this another one. I've got some very fond memories of this version of this game specifically. I think I had played it on the PlayStation and rented it on the Dreamcast. Was just like blown away by how much better it looked. Anyway, let's go ahead. Try to make sure I get the thingy set up right. Let's see what I do. Dream. Yeah, there we go. So this game, from what I understand, came out. It was one of the first games that Dreamcast they gave in Japan. It was one of the games that launched like whenever Dreamcast launched over there. I think this game was in the works for the Saturn or something. I don't know. There's something weird about this. But I remember when I rented this game because I loved Virtua Fighter 2 and I thought Virtua Fighter 1, like I think I rented a Saturn to play that game. And I remember it starts off and it's like, oh, team battle mode, okay. And then they wanted me to pick multiple characters and I'm like, what? I don't know, that's always been like the weirdest thing when I see that on Fighter. Usually I would just rather, start the game. Just pick my character and do like a 1v1, but whatever. That was actually the first thing I remember being kind of like confused about with what's it called? Mini Fighters. Okay, this game has it's got an evade button. That's one of the things that is weird about this one. Didn't go good. Look at those graphics.
Fight 2! Ready, go!
I had convinced myself that somehow she was related to Nina because that's how that works, right? If you're a blonde girl in a game, you are clearly related to the other blonde girl in your game from another company. Something else that games are doing at this time, this isn't the only game that did it, this was the first one that I ever seen this in. But you should notice that like the elevation change is weird. Tekken also gave that same thing a shot. I feel like Dead or Alive did it too, but they wanted to like kind of capture the feel of a real fight. You know, if you're really fighting on a broken piece of a staircase in the Great Wall or something, I guess. Or, you know, if you're on the stairs, you might have a different advantage. Maybe your high attacks are gonna miss. Right there. But it's funny because I think the only thing that really, like, changed in fighting games, at least the new ones, in terms of, like, stealth, was where the environments make a difference is like a lot of 3D fighting games that think like, oh, this stage has walls or this one doesn't have walls, or are different arena sizes. But like elevation is definitely gone from fighting games now, and I don't miss it at all. It was a cool feature. It's really cool to look back at these games and see like that.
Fight 1. Ready, go!
I think I had played this game after playing what's it called? Power Stone, which is another thing that was a little bit of a disappointment because I didn't know 3TV existed until a little bit later. I saw it at like some Hollywood video or something.
Ready, go!
There you go. The fact that you have to press a button to dodge is a little bit.
No.
But I don't remember how important dodging was. I don't even think you could really dodge in Virtua Fighter 2. I don't know. I got another excellent there. I know Virtua Fighter 1, it's a 3D fighting game. It was a big deal because it was polygonal, but it had certain moves that might make your character like rotate or something, but there was no real like dodge. Tekken had the same thing, like Tekken 1 and 2 was the sort of dodging that. Tekken 3 was the first where you could actually like press a button or press a direction and dodge how you wanted to. Wow. A lift there and a kick.
Better run home to Mom.
No good for both.
Fight 5. Ready, go!
It's just like real life. A game that looks really impressive still. Maybe not as much as it did a couple of years ago, but still looks pretty darn good. Is there's
Fight
obviously
1.
Soul
Ready,
Calibur, but
go!
Dead or Alive 2. I swear by that game looking like. Whatever. There's like no range on those grabs.
No. Fight 2. Ready, go!
Nice.
Even good guys love.
Does he have the crouching back dash?
Fight 3. Ready, go!
No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. And so, the reason I had wanted to play the Virtua Fighter games is I remember there was that advertisement in like GamePro and like Tips and Tricks and EGN. They had a picture of a bunch of like people, and they were all like in a room together, and it looked like they were learning martial arts from the game. They were also they had a couple of articles that they had written, or just like little responses to people's letters where they would say like, oh yeah, in Japan, people actually like have schools set up. You can take special virtual fighter classes to compare the game. And I don't know if any of that stuff was real. It probably wasn't, but it sounded so cool to me when I was like, shoot, like say like 11 years old or whatever.
Go!
Going for like grabs, but I can't make them come out. Probably use the L and R buttons.
Fight 2, ready, go! Fight 3, ready, go!
Get a ring out. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and forfeit that one. Okay.
Fight 4, ready, go!
I wonder if now it's okay. Oh boy. Self. I want to check out the other modes. See what else is on the game. I lose.
Game over!
Team battle, we have normal mode, which is 1v1. There's versus team battle, versus normal training, versus records, history. I'm gonna please save my data, so I guess I'll do that. Assuming there's something in here, maybe not. Oh, well, just made the game crash. Whatever. That's fine. Anyway, that game, I liked Virtua Fighter 1 and 2. I remember renting 3 and kind of being a little bit let down with it because it didn't seem... It wasn't what I was hoping for. I guess, I don't know what I was looking for. It's not like I was like, you know, the best fighting game player. But, yeah, you know, it's also hard playing that game after playing freaking Soul Calibur. And like all the stuff that's in Soul Calibur, and look at how good that looks down there. Go back to that in a second. Go load up, pretty sure Dead or Alive too. Hoping to fix it up, we'll see. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
この戦いには絶対に勝つ。
All right. I watched this so many times. So I thought this.
戦いたくない。私を行かせて。聞いてください。はやぶささん。
Slow down.
ハヤテへの誓い、お前は死なせる。
行かせるわけにはいかん。
イプシロン、失敗だったと聞いたわ。
お前何を知っている。イプシロンとは何のことだ。
コントロールは避けてるようで。行くわよ。
皆さん
2v2.
クンクン積んだ。
And eventually we all decided that we're gonna stick with this person.
あなたの世界、生きるために。
One of the cheapest bosses. Fighting games.
偽物、よくも。
すごいわね。ここまで来るなんて。
I was like, you know what we should do?
あ
We
な
should
た
make a movie.
さあ、
Still great.
お前がお母様。
Alright, let's go and load this. Seeing this game on my friend's like huge TV, his huge CRT TV in his living room was just like, oh, it looks so cool. Got story, which is pretty short. The story is so like disjointed, but whatever. I'm sure some people piece together the lore. Got team battle. Team battle is just like the one from Virtual Fighter where you pick a couple of different characters and you go against another team in time attack. Sparring versus survival, and then tag battle. There is also this. There is others. They know that, you know, if you're playing this game, you're probably 13 years old. This was the game that, like, if you set it up to 99, it moves more jiggly. My friends told me about that, and I was like, you're lying. That's pretty dumb. It's such a dumb feature. Let's turn on autosave. Okay. Controller settings. I remember always wondering, like, what was the difference between Dreamcast and arcade? I'm still not 100% sure. I know sometimes when you set it to like arcade, it gets rid of like shortcuts. Alright. There were so many freaking cool fighting games in the Dreamcast. Story. I think I could be wrong. I think it's just a thing where, like, depending on how many times you finish the game and maybe how well you did in survival mode, would kind of like determine the costume that you use. I think there's no, it's not gonna show it. I was thinking, if you
邪魔よ。よろしくね。
I'll explain that to you in a second, because that's actually something that was really cool back then.
こ
Anyway,
の戦いには
I
絶
think on the
対に
PS2
勝
version,
つ。
they gave you the ability to kind of preview the costumes. Thought it was on the Dreamcast one. It's not. At some point, I started picking Team out a lot. So with the costumes, my friends all had which costume which memorized. I thought that was really weird. But go to the character, press up. That's how you cycle through, and if your character's in the bottom, you press it down. Tina. Zach was the character I used to always use. All of my friends were all like die-hard Janly. Janly, Hayate. The other ninja. So that was one of the cool features in this game.
Winner!
Dodge.
今日はよく
I
眠
thought it
る
was
ぞ
just tapping up or down, but I think it was ultimate.
Come on! Get ready! Fight! Yup!
That was like I don't know counts.
Winner! 最高の舞台ね
This game with stupid storylines.
邪魔よまだまだこれからよ Get ready! Fight! Yup!
The other thing that made this game really cool is that like you didn't have readouts. You had you would either go outside of the arena, like you could break something like through glass and stuff. You could like impact things like that.
Winner! 頑張ったね
Still in the games.
ご褒美よ
It was really cool seeing that in this for the first time.
しけこまねか
自分の顔よく見てよ Get ready! Fight! Yup!
This is my favorite stage. Again, this also to me back then. Look, man, look at that water right there. It looks just like real life. You can see outside.
まだまだ
Back
こ
in
れからよ
back in '99 or 2000 or whatever, graphics in the rule book were longer. That's my excuse.
Yup! Yup!
Something that this game got rid of, or they started making more complex in the other sequels, is in this game to do reversals, it's like you have a high, a mid, and a low. You just hold it back. That's it. And at some point, they started getting really specific. Oh, it's a high punch. This thing is a high kick. It made it so it wasn't as, it's not this constant reversals. You see two people that are like good at this game, that's pretty much all turned into it. But what's funny is like now, in my opinion, in modern DOA, like DOA 6, it's still kind of how it is. It's a lot of people doing the combo and intentionally delaying their time to make it so you can't reversal out of it, like your reversal timing is wrong until you actually get like fully launched.
人やから女になれよ。
Grow up to be a gentleman.
いい加減に目を覚ませ。
When will you
私
wake
は
up?
誰にも止められないわ
No one can stop me now.
Get ready! Fight!
やったる。
Yup! 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight!
We get caught this platform.
You
いい加減に目を覚ませ。
私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight!
So something that's happening there a second ago is actually one of my complaints. If you ever see me playing modern DOA, is it's the thing where a lot of moves back. Means that if you go to like punch somebody, say if you try to dodge,
You lose!
the attacking
いい
character
加減
will
に目を
rotate.
覚ませ。
So
いい
it
加減
makes
に
like
目を
regular
覚ませ。
dodging
私は
always
誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready,
Recommend
fight! Yup! Yup!
Jimmy.
あなたの血よ。
全ては
It's super boss fight. I feel like I probably broke like a bunch of controllers. I definitely know I lost the iron.
Get ready, fight!
It was specifically because of
You
that right
lose.
there. I remember playing against it, especially on the harder difficulties. You know, thinking about it,
私は誰にも止められないわ。
then it's
Get ready, fight! You lose. 私は誰にも止められないわ。Get ready, fight! You 私は誰にも止められないわ。Get ready, fight! 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight! Yup!
My leg disappeared.
You lose! 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight! Yup! You 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight! Yup! Yup! 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight!
As the side
You lose! 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight! Yup! You 私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight! Yup!
Three more tries.
私は誰にも止められないわ。 Get ready, fight! Yup!
Awesome. Must have heard me. I decided to do this instead of go for counters. He's so mad at her. Modeling. Don't get it. Igaki. I do believe that man was fired from Team Ninja for like sexual harassment, which was like the least surprising thing. Let's see, I don't think I got anything else. Maybe I did. Possible. Yeah, I didn't get another costume yet. So the thing I was talking about before that you can do on the Dreamcast that I thought was really cool was the game doesn't have a quit feature. You hold down the face buttons, press start, and for a lot of games it resets it. And then I got back to the menu. This menu forever. My memory cards, VMUs. I'm gonna close this. Hopefully, sweet. Should be here. The game still holds up pretty good. So we'll go with Soul Calibur. I'm kind of starting to like this game more each year that goes. That Spawn in the Demon's Hand. When it was new, I thought it was really dumb. There's just something about it. I think when I saw the arcade machine finally, and I was like, oh, this is just like a single joystick game. Like, it's totally okay. It's a weird arena shooter thingy. Cross between like a beat 'em up. But Soul Calibur, that was a game that anybody that you showed this to back then, like, was mind-blowing. Especially when you come from, like, you know, say the PS1 and the N64. You see a game like this. Because I think by the time that this game came out, I think I might have actually owned Soul Edge. But I didn't make the connection between Soul Edge and Soul Calibur. I thought it was two separate games. But this is like such a huge step up visually. Even in terms of like roads and stuff. Just like think this is 2 of my favorite series. I got 6 editions, 6 against 6.
Soul Calibur.
Just a second.
Battle 1, fight!
Oh man, look at this. I remember turning this game on and everything was flashing as new. And I was like, what? Wow, this is new. I've never seen a practice mode in a game before. I don't think I would have anything in here yet. Let's see. So you earn points from doing, I think, I'm just playing in different modes, which you use to unlock different things. I think some of it you use to...
Soul Calibur.
You might unlock different characters or something like that. I'm gonna try to reset this. I wanna see where it starts at. Okay, so it starts you on arcade, and I think I've mostly played arcade for a while. And then, at some point one day I went into the mission battle mode.
Welcome back to the
And
stage
here you
of
got your
history.
characters. I feel like to this day, one of the biggest strengths and weaknesses of Soul Calibur is that like these characters for the most part are still pretty similar to how they were back then. I'm using this Ruby lately. Another character I use in Soul Calibur 6. So you got this map here, and all you can do right now is just go to this mission, which is, these are tutorial missions. This is all story, which is really cool for a fighting game back then, because you would turn on a game and you had arcade mode, and just like, oh, play. You might have a bio before the map or the game begins, and you might have like a screen. Guard against the ultra attacks, survival time, or whatever the hell it's.
Sophitia versus Edgemaster. Versus Edgemaster. Fight!
When I look at this right now, they had I was gonna say that even back then they had
Time's up.
depth of field effects, which is crazy. They're like, no, it's just a very low resolution in the background. But they do that effect now with just crazy depth of field stuff. Quickly press the direction button twice in up, down, left, or right direction. You press the button down in that direction. Use the 8-way run move to circle around Edgemaster once. So this was something that they added in most games. You have to double tap to dodge if it's a 3D fighting game. This game, it's double tap and you hold it down. You go play Soul Calibur 6 that can play, you know, more modern 3D fighting games.
Perfect.
The 8-way run feature just seems like it's so fast. I won, I did it. Press X, Y, and B at the same time.
Sophitia
What else was
versus Edgemaster. Fight!
So this is a 3D fighting game. But in these games you have a horizontal, vertical, and you gotta hit it. You end up using those for like different reasons.
You win!
Usually the vertical attacks will like hit somebody if they're kind of like, say, crouching or whatever, just moving like in and out. And they're a little bit faster, and then you got the horizontal attacks, which will catch somebody that's usually sidestepping. this was a total pain. Because this is another thing that wants you to use the 3D space.
Sophitia versus Edgemaster. Fight!
So, plenty of pain. From left, trying to get to the back of the character was a pain. There, left. See, that counts as the back, so I'll just go.
You win!
It was just always hard for me to tell, like, what direction of the character I'm on. If I'm not in their front, like, it's hard to know what kind of grab is going to come up. It doesn't really matter when you play the game.
Sophitia versus Edgemaster. Fight!
What does she have?
Sophitia.
I don't want to block this. X and Y.
You win!
Hard impacts.
Sophitia versus Edgemaster.
That's the route.
Versus Edgemaster. Fight! Perfect! You win!
Meeting is complete for now. If you wish to engage in it, let's purchase a special card. So by selecting buying some cards, when you buy a special card, a new mission will become available to you. Your true adventure begins from here. After you've gone all over the world, perhaps we can have a match together again. You must open your own path to new adventures now go on. So I remember buying this game again, and I'm gonna say like 2010, 2009 or something, and being very confused because I was like, I didn't read that, and I was like, what do you do here? I thought the rest of the map opens, and it didn't occur to me. I was like, oh, I should have read that. It tells you you have to go in here, you have to buy stuff. And eventually, you open new categories by doing that. And as you see, I got a new stage that I can go to. You can use to earn more points, so it kind of encourages you to go in here and buy art. Which is cool because, I mean, I'm weird, and I like looking at concept art in games. I like looking at, you know, where they got the ideas for certain moves from and stuff. I also loved the setting for this game. It seemed really, like, different. So, these, from what I remember, they have, like... You end up, so you got a star rating in the corner for how difficult the mission is, but I think they have, like, different variables and stuff, too. Like, you might come to this stage and it might have, like, quicksand, which means that you have to keep moving or your character will literally start to sink into the ground. Your feet are swallowed by the sand. At this rate, you will not be able to move as you wish and open yourself to attacks as a result. Sand will bury your feet and make your movement slower if you do not run. And then, you know, as a person that played Soul Edge, seeing a character like this might be unlockable in this game. This was so cool. Realizing like, oh man, I'm actually literally sinking down.
ちょっとやりすぎたかしら。
You win!
I always thought Soul Calibur was a fun game to like play. I think it looks really cool, but I've never really enjoyed playing against other people because it always just feels a little bit to me, I just can't get a good feel for like the combat. It feels like I'm just sort of like walking around and just sort of like wagging a stick at somebody. Just need to open this. Go back to the main menu because this mode, it'll last forever. I kind of want to keep things moving. I'm going to hop into the arcade mode. Actually, let's see if I can just turn this, let's turn this down to one fight. Those VMUs, man, those things are so cool. Alright.
Welcome back to the stage of history.
Maxie, character that everybody complains about. I feel like everybody, they use him, like, oh man, that guy's awesome. And then everybody that gets like decent complains about that character so much. Voldo and Nightmare, those are the real terrorists. You kill like, it is also lame. He's okay, he's just I'd say he's kind of like the Ryu.
Final battle.
Alright, so he's compared to everybody
This video. Final battle. Fight. This victory strengthens the soul of King. You win.
And everything in this game to me just looks so freaking awesome, especially when you got like this
Final battle. Fight.
The screen gets a little dark with the lighting.
This you win.
俺の虫を教えてくれ。
Versus Mitsurugi. Final battle. Fight. You win.
I keep messing up. There was something that I thought was a really cool in this game back then.
Versus Ivy.
Weirdest thing too.
Final battle.
Something that
Fight.
is very I'm not doing this. I'll go ahead.
Victory.
It's right here. But I feel like in Soul Calibur 6, Ivy is one of the characters that I like. Just, I feel like her moveset is way more limited than it used to be.
Versus Shanfa. Final battle, fight!
I'm slain.
You 9. Final battle, fight! This victory strengthened the soul of Kilik. You win!
Got him, and I think I have one more fight after that's the boss.
Final battle, fight! This victory strengthens the soul of Kilik. You win!
I think the design of this boss is kind of like, he looks,
Versus Inferno.
6. I think he looks better there.
Final
I could
battle,
actually punch
fight!
it out more. This guy's- Get out
Out
of
of the ring! This victory strengthened the soul of Kilik. You win!
Despite losing its physical form, the demonic blade still burned fiercely and prepared to scatter itself throughout the world again. Will chanted quietly but with resolve. Firepower split apart and extinguished in the flame. Over the course of many intense battles, Kirk National skill continued. Not one to rest in his laurels, Kirk subjects himself to more intense training. Here, at the place where heaven and earth meet, his eyes reflect nothing but the clear blue of the boundless sky. Sure. Congratulations are a true hero. Your legend will never die. Across the horizon, a new quest beckons your soul. Oh, this is pretty cool.
The legend will never die. A new soul arrives.
I unlocked the character. And I earned 10 points. Now, if you consider how many points I had earned previously, it's so we're good here. Back out of this. I gave this game a 5. As I said, I'm not like a huge fan of the Soul Calibur series, but I think Soul Calibur 1 is still a really cool 1 and 2. Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure, this sequence here that they're showing in this little video, like blew my mind as a kid. However, when I try to play it as an adult, I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but like I cannot wrap my head around how to control that section right there. I've definitely died there. I didn't back when the game was new, so I don't know. It's probably something that they assume that you're going to be doing. That when you know more about how 3D games work later on in your life, doesn't necessarily happen. This is such a weird opening. Geostorm. This is such a weird opening. Look at everything that's happening. This is like, I think it's Sonic just didn't have any really some crazy colors. I don't ever expect to see like all of this stuff. What is that? These local windows. Alright, let's do this.
Select a memory card. Select a file.
This confused me when I was younger of turning the game on and having to save files and like them already being labeled in a weird way. It doesn't seem like oh, that's strange.
Options. You can customize various options. Sound test. You can listen to various music tracks.
Okay. Songs. Oh, these are okay. So sound test. That's actually just the
You can
sound
customize various options.
Start.
Select a character.
I don't know why, when I had first played this game, I only noticed, I was like, oh wow, Sonic and Tails and Knuckles are in this? Never even occurred to me, like, oh, I guess this is kind of spoilers, knowing, like, oh, I can eventually play as all of these characters too. I, at some point, got really into playing as Big. I thought he was super lame. And then there was one day where I was like, I kind of just want to play fishing.
Let's get him!
He has so much too. This looks so cool. And look at that sky. It's just like real life. It's just a low res JPEG. It looked like he was staring over a city.
Oh, yeah!
Now it's just like, oh, he's just staring.
This is happening!
Flat background. Nice cars.
What's up?
You are completely surrounded! Surrender yourself!
Wow. People are talking.
Lock on target, men! Ready? Fire!
This scene happens in like every
Oh no!
super
Our
hero.
weapons are useless!
villain
Retreat!
shows up
All
and they shoot
personnel,
balls.
fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Nice. Up Sonic. Constantly moving. Cannot stand still. Okay, so there's something about his sprite. When he goes into this, I know it's supposed to be a 3D model, but I think that's like this 2D. I don't know. That was one of those things like,
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
You look at it and realize like, oh, these things are like, they're like 2D models on 3D backgrounds. Like, oh no, what's happening? This kind of changes your entire perspective on stuff.
Come on, you big drip! Where you going?
Uh-oh. Got away. I wish I had that picture somebody drew Sonic in real life. If
You know
his face
nothing,
looked like
fool!
that.
It's chaos!
There's
the
no
god
divide
of
between his eyes, so
destruction!
this is basically a huge Cyclops. It's just so cool, dude. This I think still looks pretty neat. That right there, that's so pretty. It gets infinitely more lame when you start talking to people.
What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah! Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
I feel like if I saw my friend crash a plane, the last thing I'd be thinking, like, man, this really inconveniences me. This, where are they? I don't know, there's something about this person that I always was trying to be really funny. That's what happened. I was fucking missed it. Something about this person just standing in the pool. Also, very, very, very hard to like walk up to them, stand still, and you press the same button they used to roll. Smile like a monster appears, and the plane falls. I can't really relax. This is unbelievable. Plane crashed over there in the beach. Oh, it's okay. Mr. Sonic. Please, go see if you can save me. Mr. Sonic. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Here's a clue. That is spinning rings at some point. Promise you've got the rings. You'll be okay. If you hit any hazards. Now you know. Oh, and don't worry if the view suddenly changes. It does that sometimes. That means the developers being like, oh, we only have one stick. We know you're going to have some issues with it. Just keep moving in the direction you want. They take a little time.
Hey, there's no time to rest!
Keep trying. Okay. That's good. Let's go rescue Tails. something that took like a little bit to get used to. Realizing that the game has autoplay system on it. Make sure that like, if you double tap the button, you can get the targets. Usually what it is when you come back to the game, not wanting to do certain games. The idea that like, oh wow, I'm controlling the Sonic game. In Adventure 2 has the most data possible, but it still did this kind of cool. They added the soaps shoes, the grinding shoes, that like the easiest way to the kid now. For soaps. Those shoes are this has this thing. It's taken a long time to realize I'm going to actually go up there. I can't see. The drawing right there. This game is like shaky as can. Really seems like it's so sensitive.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
Go here. Just talk about it. It seemed like there was probably something else that similar to all of like the Sonic or Sonic videos and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
not bad.
Really cool tone for this entire game. I think a lot of people like Sonic Adventure 2 a little bit more now. Personally, I think I might like. The problem with 1 is that there's.
Hey Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Whoa! A Chaos Emerald!
Yep, I just happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged! You've gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins. The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
So, the thing is Sonic Adventure 2, I'll say, it just has like stages. And then in this game, it's this thing of like, you do a stage and you come back, and then you just kind of like talk and wander around a little bit. It's really weird. This is also very strange to me. The idea of like, oh, playing a Sonic game and you talk to a villager? Why? This is also, I don't know, I was seeing this entire city, and I guess in my head at the time I was like, oh wow, this is where Sonic lives, which is, think about it now, I'm like, why would Sonic live in a city like this? But it's just what Sonic is at this point. Hello, old relationship. Hello, new relationship. That is what I always like. Alright, so we'll go to... That's the train station.
Take the train to the Mystic Ruins.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Sonic on the train seems redundant. Okay. Can't see. Everything is just brown right now. I don't remember how you go up here.
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work!
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds! Better not interfere! Or else!
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force! The hard way!
I think this thing really does something and he like dives down and jump on it.
All systems, full power! Ah! All systems, full power! He's not gonna get away with this!
Give the Naruto.
All systems, full power!
Hit it.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time. Well, that wasn't so hard.
Aha!
Oh no!
Come on, Chaos. Time to eat!
Chaos?
Rude. Forgot he
Oh
needed
no,
money.
isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Oh, yes! It's just as the stone tablets predicted! His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald! With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible! And work for me! Together, we'll destroy Station Square! And on its ruins, I'll build
When I think back to the
Robotnik Land,
Dreamcast,
the
I feel
ultimate
like
city, where I will rule it all!
It's definitely-
Come on,
it's one of my
Chaos!
favorite
Let's find
systems.
another
It's very
emerald,
big, but, like,
shall we?
There's a period of time when this was like the best system. Then that kind of just shifted it.
Sonic!
Yes.
We can't let him get away with this,
Because the
can
sheer
we?
volume,
No way, Tails!
variety,
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does,
Super
huh?
Nintendo with the PS2. But like, man, Dreamcast has so many good, or so many like even games that aren't like amazing. So many like just really cool. I don't know where to play it, obviously, but Samba de Amigo were really cool ideas. It's that Moroccan game. Keep trying to rotate at the right stick and the right stick. There's only one stick. And you have the D-pad and you have the L and R buttons, which to me rotate backwards. You're supposed to take this. This was such a, for me, this had so much like content. All the different characters and stuff. What just happened right there? That right there is what reminded me of like Sonic Adventure and like the just being a little bit weird and stuff like that. It looks like you should probably do something. This is something that's well, man, I didn't know. You can tell where I am.
straight up. You should be able to get out of the tornado. Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
See what I'm That is really sorry. So if I go back to the main menu from here, it should give me the
Select a character.
his tails. Kind of leads into stuff where like you sort of switch to another one, and maybe you meet somebody else, and that's how you work on it. Anyway, game holds up. Okay. Controls though are just kind of weird, and the one advantage that this game has over that, this is just straight up level. I kind of missed the HUD roll. So we got that. We'll go do this. How about this? How about this? Ready to Rumble. I think I got Sonic Adventure and Ready to Rumble for the Christmas when I got the Dreamcast, and I remember with this game in particular, all of my friends, when they had found out that I got this game, like, oh man, isn't that the game where you can eat the guy's afro? And like, we would all intentionally pick up whatever his name is against Afro Thunder. And like, when we realized like, oh, you can't actually do that, like, I just remember being kind of like let down. Big disappointment. And then realizing this is just like I don't think this is a good boxing or fighting game. I think it's just that it was a really cool graphical showcase. This championship mode was pretty cool. What I had explained to my friends, because I will have friends that be like, oh, can I borrow Dreamcast? Yeah, sure. And I told them, I was like, here's the cycle, here's what happens. You find someone to play with, and then they get really good at the game. And then they start beating you, and you don't want to play anymore because it's like, oh, this doesn't feel good. And then they start beating you, and they want to play the game, so then you let them use it, and it was like an endless cycle, like somebody always getting better than the other person.
Arcade mode.
Go ahead and do this thing.
Choose your monster.
Boris Nakamoto, he's the first character you see. This guy, Butcher Brown, he's from the trailer, it was him and Afro Thunder. Adrian Rivera, Duke Thrasher, Celine Strike, Jet Iron Chin, Rocket Sanchez, Furious Faz, Blue Valentine, Big Willie Johnson, and MG. I can never find a character in this game where I would always just go with Afro Thunder just because it's like the game's mascot.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready to rumble! From Bangkok, Thailand, wearing blue trunks and weighing in at 165 pounds, the Lord of the Ring, Rocket Sanchez! Right, I'm coming for you. From Guttersville, Alabama, wearing the magenta trunks with the green and orange trim. Weighing in at 290 pounds, the Mal from the South, Hank.
This is actually one of the things that makes this game hard to go back to, in my opinion. Especially if you play, if you're into boxing games at all, is knowing that, like, what's called out there, Fight Night games, those come across as like really good boxing games. Guess that's my power limit. I can't seem to get any, like, hits that really use.
3, 4, 5, on the chin.
The facial damage is something I didn't really appreciate back when I got older. I was like, that's cool, I guess. I don't know. But again, the game just it doesn't have. The trailer that they had for the game had so much in it. And you play the game, and the game was it's just not quite all there. The reason this comes across as like a bad boxing game really is because like nothing really applies. Like there's no like I'm gonna dodge this like counter or anything. It's just like I'm gonna try to get my one attack and then try to focus me up. Like, you can't really use uppercuts because you can't. It's not gonna stay in your distance fight. It was whatever. Then round 2. I feel like round 2 is trying to address some of those issues that I had, but it just kind of lost some of the flavor too. Of course, you got Shenmue 2. I want to go with Phantasy Star, the game that I still in my head see as being like, oh, this is like the foundation for everything that Monster Hunter is. I think there's some way to play Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast emulators, like with people. I'm probably imagining stuff, so I'm pretty sure that went through SegaNet. I spent so much time playing this game. It'd just be like a Friday night or something, and I'd come home and just like, I guess I'm just gonna turn on PSO on dial-up, just play. This game had this weird thing, at least, where you could type messages to people, but for some reason I could only type maybe like 10 per game. Then I would have to like restart the game, just like hit reset or something. I think I had some of these somewhere. Let me see if I can find a serial key for this game. Dreamcast. Alright, let's see. This is... Don't copy my serial number. Absolutely getting some weird website. I think I had got PSO 2 pre-owned or something, and I don't think I could actually access key. Let me just look at the back of my imaginary CD here. Yes. Oh man, I miss these games. Spent so much time in this game. So good. Just so different from anything else I had ever played. Like, I played Diablo right this morning. It's kind of awesome. Different completely. Know if these games are really hard. See, the thing is that I feel like Fantasy Star, everybody I know that played it with plus, and they put out that online version 2, which added a bunch of the new games and stuff. But then they made that other one, was it version 3, where it was like a weird card game on the GameCube. It was so radically different from everything else. Oh man, I have memories of doing this, making different looking characters. Like, getting confused when I got into the game. It's like, oh, this person doesn't do what I want them to. All of these had different, yeah, they all have different stats. One of the things I remember not liking when I finally did give the Rangers, like these ones right here, try, it was their guns do the same combo as the sword attacks do, and it just felt. And then with the magic users, the force or whatever, you use all their powers and stuff, which is cool. But when you're playing solo, like if you don't have a group to play with, your character is kind of underpowered for like a long time until you get some better stuff and, you know, or I'll go ahead and make one of these because I'm weird. But until you get like more, I guess, MP, whatever. I remember playing this game, there were so many of like, when you got into like the lobby, you would see some of these people running around, they're like just tiny. I have to remember, I want to rotate this, I keep moving the right stick and I'm like, oh that's right, you have to use the L and R. It looks so weird. It looks so weird. Oh, sweet. So you had this too, where you could change your character's proportions, you could change their height and stuff. Got a purple number. This screen. This is the screen I would see when I was sitting there trying to connect to the internet, just like waiting and hoping everything works okay. Are you Bobby the Force? I have a bad situation made that. Did you hear about the explosion? Very well pay attention and listen to me. We've lost contact with Pioneer 1. We have no idea what's happened. We've sent unmanned search units, but communication seems to be cut off near the surface. Happened. This looked so cool to me because the setting was so different from anything I'd seen in an RPG, really. So much time like in this little town area, just trying to do different missions with different people. Which is the medic, I think. Was this the shop? I'm gonna have to go talk to that person back there to like take on missions. This is big. Oh, is this the shop? This is the shop. One of the obnoxious things about this game is that, as you can see, they use their own like universal language. So when you look at these things, like, you should be able to really read this. I guess that says Tecker. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that for guns in the background? I don't know what that says. The shop. I guess that says tools. Guards. I don't see guards. I guess so. You have to really use your imagination to that stuff. Like, you end up like kind of coming back to these places, and eventually you just kind of like learn it by like color, but it's never reliable trying to actually read that stuff. This is the Hunter's Guild, that's it. So they would do download quests where connect to the Sega Net thing, download some quests, and then you'd be able to do them to maybe get some like special items or whatever. It was pretty cool back then. So once you take on the missions, you go over here. You have to go out here, and this is how you go to different places. I think once you unlock like different maybe fast travel spots or something, you can kind of like work a little bit faster to specific areas. You get a little bit more variety in where you want to go. most part, you know, going to like the first one and just kind of wandering through. There are these things here. You see, yeah, those shut off these things. So that's the combo system. When you're attacking, you'll notice the character flashes. When you finish the animation, you tap the button again to continue. That's for the strong attack. The A button, the bottom one, is the light attack. You can also mix them up so you can do like a light, strong, light. Doesn't really make a huge difference. And I think this one right here is my fireball. So now I'm probably going to be unlucky and get destroyed for a bit. Yeah. That right there is what happens when you play as this class, because you have like nothing. So this was actually something that was pretty clever at the time. It took me a while to understand what was happening there. I was kind of getting annoyed that, like, you know, you go into your menu and you would die. And I realized later on, first, I realized, I mean, Dark Souls does this now, but you can kind of move around and navigate as long as you got good control over what you're doing. So you would end up doing this thing where, like, you would rotate, like, you would hold the controller in a weird way. You might be using the left stick, your right hand, and kind of reaching your hand across to use the A button also. And then you got your mag, which this thing is always just here with you. Forgot how you do this. I can't give it any items. You can feed it, and that helps the thing grow in different ways. It'll get like different stats depending on the kind of food and stuff that you give it, which is just stuff that you have in your inventory. So, but that was pretty neat time. Oops. I think this game had a, there's the Android. Sorry, I think this game had a, like, keyboard controller or attachment for, GameCube, which I had always wanted, but the problem was that, like, I don't know who the hell had the network adapter for the game. The one person I know that had played a ton of the GameCube game, he only played offline, which I thought was really weird, because I played a good mix of like online and offline on the Dreamcast version. It's a handgun, which I can't use because I got one class. From what I remember, this game did the thing of like letting you pass items on to other people. These enemies here, they did this cute thing where if you're not paying attention, they get back up and they run. So if you want to get like extra items from them, you're gonna have to keep an eye on them. You'll notice that like they'll stick their head up a little. I thought that was a really cool... It was something that I didn't notice for like hours. Nope. Oh no. Oh shit. We sell that. I can give this thing anything to get. And so you can see right there how it's like I think I have different stats. Might have been a mistake. Because I need that item right there to fill up my magic. He's coming up here to tell. No, I know she went outside. No, she went outside without you. It's rude, right? Very rude of her. She's trying to get my attention. Come here, buddy. Okay. Oh. Trying to get this dog to game with me, but it's not working out well. He's trying to scratch his head. But he's just working it out. Sorry. Please, listen. I don't know if you're aware of this, but mags are intelligent. A hunter equips a mag as its master. Some mags are clever, they can heal their masters. Moreover, some can do a lot of photon damage. Doc told me, but mags will try to help you. Mags feel very sad when they lose their masters. Sure, boy. Let's sit here and wait for a second. If you go a certain distance away from these things, they go back. It was actually pretty cool playing this online with different people and seeing like how everybody's bags grew. Theirs would grow. I think they start to look different. Some change shape and stuff. There's some way to make yours. I didn't expect to be. Hey. So I just learned a new thing to do is, where's this thing at? Not under, it's under this, no it's not this, it's customize. It's the action menu, so I can go in here and I can change ease. So now what I have to do is I have to hold down R and have access to my 2 magic spells. You can do that however you want to, it's just that's the way I used to always do it. Squeak. I think I can use the telepipe or something to go back, like, home. I don't remember. We'll see. Hooray. gonna go talk to the person at the Hunters Guild or whatever and then finish the quest or something. It's near Stroy. Okay, back out of this. Right. Got Power Stone here. Power Stone is a game where. So the thing that's cool about Power Stone 2 is that Power Stone 2 is 4 players. Power Stone 1 plays like slightly, let's just say slightly more traditional. But it's still more of a party game in my opinion, because I think the deal was like you got these things called the Power Stones, and when you get them, you transform into like a special, super powerful version of yourself. But you're also like pretty much, I feel like once you got that, like the round was almost always over. So it will be this thing where like somebody would have 2 of the stones, you want to make sure you stop them from getting third. It was still fun. But Power Stone 2 just added so much content, but I feel like it kind of made the game more chaotic. Like, but I don't know, I want to say the strategy changed, but I wouldn't really say that either game has like a strong strategy. It was just a fun party game. With some people together just like, oh, let's play Power Stone.
In the 19th century, people are strong believers of superstition and legend. Adventurers seek the world for fortune and glory and a legendary treasure which has the power to make dreams come true. That treasure is known as the Power Stone.
I thought it was really cool when I realized, like, oh man, Jack is the same Jack from Captain Commando. It's just staring at me right now. So we've got arcade versus. Let's see what options there are. Unconfig. Board. I have to reset it. Got arcade versus game options, save and load. Special prizes. So that makes it sound like there's something else here, but there's not. I think that's just a list of your unlocks too. Power Stone 2 had this thing. You could play the game with up to 4 players. This one's just 1v1, but you could also play like co-op, which is kind of cool. Like I swear there are certain like levels that you could play and you have like 3 people against one huge boss. We'll go with Dragon Ball Z guy. When I went back to check out this game a couple of years ago, the thing that surprised me is I didn't remember this game being like kind of difficult. Just have to pay attention to it a little bit more than I remember.
Challenge 1. Are you ready?
Spirit Bomb, which, look at that. Once you get that, like, there's nowhere, where do you go? The thing takes up the entire screen.
Challenge 2. Are you ready?
No, he's got it. No. Undo.
One time. Awesome. Challenge 1. Are you ready? Action.
Nice. Oh, shoot. We both lost ours. Oh, I got him. Oh man, he managed to escape it. No. Oh man.
Challenge 2. Are you ready? Action.
That's the other thing I forgot. This is could get to the point where you could like catch other people's projectiles. Oh shit. Oh, he's out of it. Did it again. Ow. I'm dead.
Try again.
The bird, it's got no animation, they just slid it across the floor.
Now, imitation amateur war.
やけどするわよ。やるぞ。
Time. One. Are you ready? Action.
受け取れ。
Oh no, I missed. Almost. Oh man. Oh no. Shoot.
Are you ready? Action.
Like it. Let them go. It's down here somewhere. Wait. What is her R? When? I think it doesn't do nearly as much damage as I was expecting. Bird. Later. Oh man. Again, there's something about this game that when I went back to it, I was like, oh, you actually have to like try. I remember being younger and like maybe I played on easy or something. I don't know, this thing seemed to go all that hard. Oh, come on, man. What? Oh no. He's got two. Oh, come on. I thought I could dodge that over there. Alright. GG. GG.
Try again.
Game is still great. So we got Dreamcast stuff. I had a friend who talked me into buying GTA 2. Because he had played Grand Theft Auto on the PC. And I hadn't even heard of the series at the time. I was like, what is this? I remember being like really confused because he's like, oh dude, you can like drive around the streets and run over people and stuff, and I was like, I can't even tell what I'm doing. And then the game, in my opinion, the old GTA games control really weird. Choo Choo Rocket is actually really cool. Choo Choo Rocket is a really good multiplayer game if you can ever get people to play with you. Because it ends up being this thing where you start the game off and you're like, I have to get all the things in goal. But when you play with people, you end up letting them set up something like this elaborate way to like get stuff into their goal, and then you just try to block them off. It's just a game where you end up like trolling constantly. Marvel 2, classic. Check on radio. Let's see. Everybody's talking about Crazy Taxi right now. I'll go ahead and risk the stupidity getting the stream unlisted for playing copywritten music. Stock likes to do something.
Hey, come on
He
over,
likes
have
to
some fun
take
with
his
Crazy
toys
Taxi.
when he wants attention. What he likes to do shove them somewhere so they like fall behind something so somebody else passes it.
Crazy.
I love it. Alright, so Crazy Taxi. This was a game that I played now that this game was kind of like, I don't know, I heard people talking about how cool it was and I like the soundtrack and all. I thought the Crazy Box was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and do this. And the reason I thought this game was boring was because of, like...
Do a crazy jump!
Well, let me go ahead and do this crazy jump thing. So we'll kind of explain everything.
Ready?
So you've got the games, you just drive, not breaking. Then you have like, learning how to do crazy dash thing, which is half the gas, or you put it in reverse and go to drive over the gas, and give yourself a boost. So you learn that, you learn how to do all these like weird drifting techniques and stuff. And then I was like, well, why would I play the arcade game when there's this original mode? So you go in here, and then I would always go to like, oh, if I play the game, I want to just play the game. So I would always go with like, oh, work for 3 minutes, work for 5 minutes. And you play for like 3 minutes, get the highest score you can, and you're done. So that's really lame. And then one day I was like, you know what, let's just check out the arcade mode. So you go in here, I did the same thing, and I was like, this is also pretty lame. Like, why do people like this?
Alright, let's go make some
Let's try to
crazy
play by
money.
arcade rules. Choose your cabin driver.
Go ahead and pick a car and driver.
Originally, was her. One day I was like, I like
Billy Joe.
Yeah, we gonna have some fun.
Hey, it's
so
time
as
to
you can
make
see,
some
you start off with 50
crazy money. Are
seconds,
you
which is
ready?
like, it's no time at all.
Here we go.
Which makes things feel like this. Then you realize, like, oh, so
You're cool.
you pick up
The cable car.
Yeah, we be on our way.
also, you
Make a right.
Right on.
Great driver.
But what ended up becoming really different. But the arcade rules, you control how much time you play the other modes. You're always going to have a set time, which means that you're just going to like high score. It's cool. I like the idea of like playing this mode here and you're like, oh, how long? And you start being like, oh, this person doesn't take that and you go somewhere else. At some point I have a really good method to get about 7 to 10 minutes. There's other stuff too. So you start playing more and you go, oh wow, there's actually people that are like everywhere off the map, even underwater or something.
Shut up and move your butt.
This game is really good because potentially go over there and go on.
Come on, let's get going.
Turn me down to KFC. You gon' love this. Yeah! Go straight. Shut up and move your
The other thing that's really cool is the more that you play the game, you start doing like shortcuts and stuff too. You learn like, oh, I can go through here and take that and some extra
pay more attention.
Which your goal, the reason why you want to like do tips to get a higher license is when, you know, of course you want to get a higher score basically. But it became really cool trying to get like the S license or just like 20 credits.
Take me to the church. Keep your eye on the road.
I think a big part of this game too, in my opinion, and most of it is the soundtrack. One of the things that kind of sucks about the releases of the game is that they don't have the rights to the Offspring soundtrack. I'm not a huge Offspring fan. That was definitely part of the charm. Going to the city and just hearing this music over and over again.
That's the way to do it here so fast. Yo, you need a ride? Hey, watch it. Turn me down to KFC. Party time. Let's move it. Shut up and move your butt. Keep your eye on the road. Let's move it. Right on. Yeah. Hey, this is great. Take me to the church. You gonna love it.
So you could, the way that you would get even more time would be like you do something like that right there.
But you keep your eye on the road.
Maybe you want to get some like a yellow or or something, but you know, time you can get to their destination faster. It was just really cool just trying to manage all that stuff and learn all the shortcuts around town. So this person in front of me is a green, which means that they want to go somewhere that's pretty far away, which means that they will be a lot more time. I can get there within, say, 20 seconds, all of a sudden that would go like 20 seconds on. Or I guess I would have earned like 10 seconds.
What are you, stupid? Go that way. Shut up and move your butt. Yeah.
But it's also really cool.
Come on, let's go. Go that way. Right on. Keep your eye on the road.
Yeah, the baseball stadium's like that.
Keep your eye on the road. Come on, let's go. Right on. Hey.
I used to be able to like just take there and like drift around there.
This is taking forever. Well, it just wasn't my debut. Come on, driver. Good job. Will you take me to the police station?
She wants to get the other side of the city. Can't get this to go.
Right on.
Oh, the controller is like. I guess we're using wireless. It's just really Anyway, this game is awesome. I mean, playing by arcade rules is the thing where you get what makes it special.
It's time to check out how you did today. Now let's take a look. Class B license. Decided to play it safe, huh? Come back next time and
the
show
first time
us
I got
your
an
best.
S class
Game
license was really
over.
cool because you actually get like a credit screen there too, and you feel like it takes you a long time to get to that point. You could watch somebody play, but until you can kind of like consistently do the crazy dash and all the drifts and like all the shortcuts and stuff, it doesn't really hit as hard. I like that game so much more than the second one. The second one, I think, added in the ability to just jump. Like it's Guy Fieri. Anyway, you can just like jump over other cars, which is, I mean, it is what it is. It's also in a different city. I think it's in like New York instead of San Francisco. But I don't know. I just didn't really care for that one as much. Let's see. There's this. This was their version of Mortal Kombat 4. This is like the definitive version of this. I'm not a fan of NetherRealms games. I'm not a huge fan of the Mortal Kombat games, like playing them against people. But, man. I don't know. I remember playing a bunch of Mortal Kombat 4 in the N64, and then when Gold came out, I was like, this game looks really lame. I didn't understand why if this game was on the N64, it needed to be on the Dreamcast. Got Blitz, Nightmare Creatures, Zombie Revenge. I don't think I have House of the Dead. Got Hydro Thunder. This UFC game that I swear plays like freaking Tekken. It plays like MMA Tekken. Just a sec. Alright. This game... This was a game that I had a demo for that I ended up playing a ton of with friends. We weren't even into the idea of the UFC. We loved wrestling, but we didn't really care for like fighting, like actual like MMA back then, because it wasn't nearly as popular. But sorry. I remember getting the demo with like the Dreamcast magazine, and we played so much of this. And what's funny is when they brought out the, I think it was like UFC Undisputed, the one for the PS3. That was another one where like a lot of my friends just got really into that game because it was really cool knowing like, oh, if somebody messes up and you hit them, you can kind of like stun them or almost knock them out if they're not managing their stamina right. This game just looks so cool. So let's see. Exhibition, which is what it is. I think Champion Mode, I think it's like a title defense thing. Yeah, so you have to have a title first. You got a tournament, which is just a regular tournament. You set this up yourself. You can set it to random. You can pick your character and set it to random, and then it's just like a tournament. And if you lose, you lose. UFC mode, I think is... I don't know what the difference is between UFC. This is the other tournament mode. This is like the arcade ladder. That reset. And you've got the career. So you go in here and you can make a fighter. You pick your thing. Understand. Do that. So you go in here and you make your character and you just kind of like just go through, just fight, level up, get better over time. But me and my friends all spent a bunch of time in just the exhibition. Rank Shamrock. This is back when people looked at the UFC as basically being like they did for like Pride.
Okay, here we go, gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
This looks so cool in this too. But yeah, the movement, the way that the movement works in this game. I don't remember what the defense stuff was for that. That was actually the thing that, like, I guess that's what me and my friends liked about it, is that we would play and it would be a thing like, you go into a match and whoever gets that submission, like,
all right,
the other person is usually screwed.
Are you ready?
position. It's not the shoulder panels or the triggers or whatever. Try it one more time. It is. By one more time, I mean this one, because this is the true last one.
All right.
Back out. Anyway, the game was pretty cool back when it was like new. I still think it's alright, I just don't remember, any of the controls. See, I have a view manual, but I don't think I have the manual downloaded, so I don't know what that's all about. We got the Dreamcast version of Alpha 3. I'm just going to try to load it for a second. It's had a bunch of... They're also on the PlayStation version, this version. It was a huge deal back then. Honestly, I didn't really care for Alpha 3 or Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They're both fine. I just liked Alpha 2 more and Marvel vs. Capcom. A lot more.
Street Fighter Alpha 3!
So you've got all these modes here. So got arcade versus training. Final battle is just you fight the final boss. You got dramatic battle, which is 2v1. You have versus dramatic battle. It's Dreamcast only, so it's 2 players against 1. You got survival, which is what it is, and then you have the World Tour mode, which is the way it works is I'm gonna say it's kind of like a RPG. See. So what you do is you pick your character, and then I forgot these people right here. For some reason I thought they were only on like the GBA version. I'm gonna pick your different isms. So you pick your character, choose which ism, which is like your style. You have A ism, which is the 3-bar meter. B ism is the custom combos from Alpha 2. And then X is if you have one single super. And for some people, they have like different moves in each way. So you go here. This is your world map, obviously. Go here, which is the only level that I have set up available. So we're gonna do a fight. Hopefully, I don't die.
It all depends on your skill.
And I suck at fighting games with controllers. So.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
The fact that I was able to do that right there is a miracle. Alright. It says I-ism. I'll explain that in a second. So go through, I think what happens is you get like experience or whatever, and you use that to like level up your skills, and I think you get like different perks and stuff based on different things too. I had a friend who, I think he might have actually cleared out this entire mode, and I swear you just talk about it so much because he loves Street Fighter so much.
You can't give it up. Go for it, man.
Simply defeat the opponent who is challenged. I think they did give you different mission requirements. Like, oh, you need to defeat this person by using like special moves.
Triumph or die! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom!
Trying to do is, he has another one like kick. There it is. And I should have more experience or whatever, which can, alright, so I'll level that up. You can see that my like stats are increasing and things, and you can see like right here, so I have to go these different fights. It says this is, you got one normal fight and you have one dramatic battle. I don't remember if that's dramatic battle against you or against that character. But anyway, that's how this mode works. That was actually kind of cool. This. It came off. Okay, my bad. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Oh, look, episode 1. Episode 1 Racer. This is a game that I was positive. I don't know why, I just figured this was going to turn into something. I think when I first played it, I didn't really care for it much. And then anytime I go back to it, I'm like, actually, this isn't that bad. And I'm weird, and I think like the pod racing scene, just the actual race, is actually kind of exciting in episode 1. But one of the cool things about this game, the Nintendo 64 version of this game, was that like you could play the game, but you could also use 2 controllers. And it would give you like control over both engines, which was really neat. Like you'd use the sticks and I think like the Z buttons and stuff, kind of like manage the 2 engines, so you had more control. It was a little bit gimmicky, but it was didn't have to be. Episode 1 Racer. They took one element from Episode 1. Like, let's make an entire racing game out of that. It's such a weird idea. I like how all these games, because of, you know, in my opinion, their arcade roots, they ask you to put in your initials, and it's just like, why? Yippee! Oh man, hold on, I need a screenshot of that. Yippee! And back around. It's gonna give him. Yeah, it is. I got it. It's just backwards. And a good front view of Anakin's stupidity here. Seeing him jumping up and down right here is like, it's so indicative of what everybody hates about that movie. This movie also come out in 99? Was that 2000? It wasn't long. Right now? Right now? We can do it now. No, I was just playing a game, that's all. I'm good. We're good. We can go ahead. You can go ahead. All right. Okay, I guess that's it. I'm gonna take a picture of Elon on Mac. A really bad joke. All right. Well, I guess I'll be back. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to playing this episode 1 Racer. Alright, see ya.